hello, and welcome back to another episode of Mayhems Musings. Today is going to be an extremely negative episode, talking about one of the biggest bewilderments and disappointments of the last couple of years, in my opinion, and that is Halloween Ends. Now, I know that some people absolutely love this film, think it's the best in the new David Gordon Green trilogy, but personally, I really don't like it. And there's a couple. I wrote a big rant kind of notes thing, so I'm going to try and pick through it and get some points out of it. But yeah, extremely negative episode. If you do like this film, I mean, stay if you're open-minded, but don't leave me shit in the comments. And again, people who that say they do like it, but they respect my opinion, don't shit on each other in the comments. Just let it be. People can like what they want to like. It doesn't matter. As long as I'm not hurting anybody. So, leave a like if you enjoyed this. Comment. I want to know your thoughts. I'll interact on the comments and subscribe for more. So, this will be coming quite late in November, I believe. So, this is just the way that I'm filming these in order. So yeah, let's get started. So I am going to have my phone for reference just so I remember. But some of my main points are that. So starting off with obviously stuff I didn't know before, apparently the script during lockdown had been rewritten from the original end script, which was apparently meant to be all the films are set in the same night, which is why in the extended cut of Kills there's a zoom in on the knife, like at the end of 18 when there's a zoom in on the knife. It was all meant to take place in one night, and the fact that they don't do that now just makes this whole trilogy so disjointed. Again, another thing, they skipped 4 years ahead, and somehow Laurie is now just completely fine with everything. She's kind of at peace with it. That doesn't make any sense, because she spent 40 years, preparing herself for Michael, and the fact that she's at peace now after 4 years, but she's lost even more. She lost her daughter, her daughter's husband, so many more people were killed, and now she's at peace, whereas I thought that would be more of an excuse to go into full-on, preparation mode that she's been doing for the last 40 years, but no. Apparently she's just completely fine with it now. I just really don't understand that. It just makes no sense for her character, in my opinion. Now, I will say, I do appreciate that they were trying to do something different with Ends, because a lot of the Halloween sequels do just try to play up on the Michael Myers and Laurie thing, and this trilogy moved away from that, and I do appreciate that Ends try to do something different. But why now, in the third film of this trilogy, where you're meant to be wrapping it up and you've left everyone on a cliffhanger of, oh, Karen's dead, and now Laurie's out for blood even more than she was before, just to cut straight to it, and there's no continuation, there's no it just kills all the momentum that the first two films built. Now, obviously, they're not masterpieces, but they would have been elevated had this been set in the same night, in my opinion. And I don't mind Corey. It's just, why are you setting him up now in the last film of this trilogy, and you advertise this as a battle to the death, a final battle to the death with Michael and Laurie, but we only see Michael 50 minutes in, and he barely kills anyone. I don't understand it at all. I was with this film for the first 30 minutes, but after that, I found that I had my head in my hands a lot of the time, just with some of the baffling decisions they make in this film. They make Michael seem like such a little bitch. He then, he transfers his evil essence to Corey, which makes no sense in my opinion. It's just, yeah, I get it. The idea of evil, they're always being evil and it changing shape is cool, but why are you going into this now in the final film? It could be done well, but in my opinion, it just is not. And when the film opens, I like the homage to how they were watching A Thing from Another World in the original, and then in this one they're watching The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing in this, that's cool. But I just found the opening to be it was effective, but just, again, it wasn't what I was expecting it to be, and I didn't like that. because I had an idea of where this trilogy was going, and obviously it might be different for you if you like the fact that it's different, obviously, but I didn't like the idea that it was just something that would go a completely different direction from what it was setting up. Because these films, 18 and Kills, have been setting up ends to be this kind of climactic battle and, you know, obviously not like Avengers scale, but just to be something along the lines of just something more than what we got, because the fight itself is so underwhelming and it makes it seem like anyone could kill Michael if they had half a brain cell. And when they parade him through the street, like it's just some kind of funeral, and then they just throw him in the meat grinder. Okay, cool. Yeah, you killed Michael, but I felt absolutely nothing. And did everyone just somehow know that the parade was happening? Like, do they all have like beepers that all went off saying, "Oh, Michael's dead on the back of a car. Come on, we're taking him to the fucking meat grinder. Come on." It's just, it makes absolutely no sense to me. And there's so much in this film. The choices are just absolutely baffling. Even the kills that are my favourite part of this new trilogy are so lackluster in this. And like I said, Michael barely kills anyone. There's only one good kill, and even then, I think it's just a bit too much. And that's the DJ kill with the tongue. Like, it's creative, but okay. But half the time it's Corey doing this, not Michael. Who the fuck is Corey? Who gives a shit about... Oh, why are you setting up this character? I'm sorry if I go over points again, but like I said, this is not really a discussion. This is more of a rant kind of video. I do not understand this shit at all. This film, to me, just feels like a massive waste of potential. They set up so much cool stuff and then just decided to take a complete 180 and just make a love story, which, yeah, you subverted expectations, but you didn't do anything with that. You didn't do anything good with it. Like, you're just subverting expectations for the sake of subverting expectations. And it just backfired, in my opinion. The more I think about it, the more I hate this film just for what it is. It's so dumb. They push Myers to the side, and it's just like he's fucking nothing. Like, he's just the shit on Corey's shoe. It's just... I liked Corey's character at first. Like, I sympathised with him. I thought, oh, cool. He's finally, you know, he's hooking up with Allison. That's cool. They're kind of cute together. But then as soon as, like, he enters the sewer where Michael is, I was like, you're not going where I think you're going, are you? And it does. And I spent most of the film with my head in my hands. I get it. You're trying to be subversive like Halloween 3 was and blah, blah, blah. But it just doesn't work. It just doesn't fit with the tone of the trilogy. This whole trilogy just feels so disjointed now, and it did before. I will rewatch it, but I don't. After a rewatch, when it comes out at the end of December or the start of January, I don't see myself watching it a lot because I just didn't enjoy it. And it's the longest of all the Halloween films, and I found it to be the most boring. Like, I'd rather watch any other film, I think, even Resurrection. This film to me was such a massive disappointment, and it just, yeah, I can't really describe it any better than that. I'm sorry if I missed some stuff out here, but yeah, it's shot nice. Laurie's character, like, Jamie Lee Curtis is great in this, obviously. Everyone puts in a good performance, but it's just all to what end? Like, it's just not satisfying at all. And the fake out with her killing herself, it's like, well, she's not going to kill herself. And the line's like, you thought I was going to kill myself? It's like, really? And if I can't have her, no one can. There's just so much questionable choices in this film. And even the Hawkins, like, relationship, one thing that Callum thought that would be a cool thing to do that he heard about was if Hawkins killed Michael, because obviously he killed his partner. Hawkins killed his partner because he was told to shoot, but he missed, and he feels guilty about that. So that would have been a really satisfying way for someone other than Laurie to end Michael. But of course, Hawkins is barely fucking in this film. Yeah, I get it, he's retired, but he shows up at the start, a little bit towards the end, and then in the final scene, and that's it. Yeah, it's cute, but there's no substance there at all. Overall, this film was just a massive disappointment, and I'm super pissed off at where it went. If you liked it, that's awesome. I'd love to hear, like, what you loved about it and why you loved it down in the comments. Once again, this is just my opinion. Don't take this as gospel, but I really dislike this film. So this has been the Mayhems Musings on, more like a rant, on Halloween Ends. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.